clothes and the pics I post. But it's a beautiful day outside today. I don't know where car on drive today. So he just brought me to. So I'm making sure up front you guys are not judging me because today is not one of those days where I am cute, okay? And I'm about to eat. So I want no crap. Okay? Okay. Because I got my hat on today and I'm looking kind of dusty. So I won't hear no crap. But what do you guys have going on this morning? I'm about to wrap my hair too. So ignore this hat. Ignore the music in the background. I love God and trap music, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to be stuffing my face as I talk to you guys, but just know this. I'm so excited because me closing my books to new clients does give me a little bit more flexibility for creativity with you guys. So hear me out. Like, I know a lot of people are not here for me closing my books to new people, but let's get into what I'm recording today. Like, I'm so freaking excited about this. I'm excited about all of my clients. First of all, let me tell you what we're recording today, because when I say what we're recording today, you know what you're getting in the future. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, give me a 2. Oh, I'm still cute even with my hat on, girl. Thank you, girl. Okay. I'm about to be yellow because I have to eat. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, good. Where are my glasses? Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. It's early. Remember, the title is "Get Ready with Me." That means I'm getting life together. So, just left Cosmoprof, and today one of my clients. Okay, so today one of my clients is actually a model of mine. So she doesn't have a standard like appointment booked. She is going to be an actual model. So I'm going to be able to get like up close angles and everything for you guys. So let's go into what I got from Cosmoprof, and then once we go into what I got from once we get into what I bought from Cosmoprof, then we can get into what we're doing today. Is this okay? Yes? Is this an okay angle? Give me a 2 if this is an okay angle. You love Cosmoprof, so do I. Girl, like, I went nuts in Cosmoprof today, okay? Because you're going to notice as I'm doing this, that a lot of this stuff I already got. So, I'm about to jump ahead of myself. I'm not supposed to be telling y'all what we're doing. I'm just telling you what I have, and then I'll tell you what we're doing today. So I got this is my favorite lightener, you guys. Even though I love Joico, this is my favorite freaking lightener. And then I got 40 volume developer that goes with this. Now I already have some of this, and let me see how much I got. Oh, where is it? Well, here is the developer and stuff. My color rack is over here. I'm gonna show y'all my color rack in a minute. Actually, give me a 2 if y'all want to stay here on live while I put everything on my color rack. And then I know I need a haircut, you guys. Okay. So this is the lightener, and then I got a bunch of colors. I'm gonna tell you guys what colors I have in a minute. And other than this, everything is Joico. I just love this lightener. Like, I love Joico too, but I love this freaking lightener. Like I said, I love the color. Joico developer. And then remember, you guys, I told you that I was going to be interjecting in a couple of other product lines that I really like to use, because even though I created my own products and stuff. That does not mean that I don't use other product lines. I'm sure in my videos you guys see a bunch of Joyco shampoo all in the background. I'm not one of those people. Just because I started my own product line does not mean I don't use other product lines. Like, anyway, but we're going to get into that, deep into that in like a week or so. Okay. Okay. All right. So before we get into the colors, I love Kimbra hair products, you guys. Can't really see my face. Okay, I love Kimbra's hair products so much. This is hot spray. I absolutely love hot spray. In my product line, I have not developed a hot spray yet. Whenever I was with my old private labeling company, I had hot spray. I just didn't want to get into formulation with like alcohol and things of that nature, so I didn't have one. But I love this stuff. Like, I always have some Kimbra's hot spray. So this is a really good heat protected, especially if you have a client who has really thick hair and you feel like you need additional heat protected, or you feel like you need to do more than 2 passes. Because let's be real, a lot of hairstylists don't want to say that sometimes they have to do more than 1 pass because the natural police are out here and they think that if you do more than 1 pass, you will damage your hair. But I will show you guys. I'm not going to get too deep into it, because I already made a video about like the real curl pattern, your real natural curl pattern, all that stuff. So I go into depth with that, but I will do a video specifically addressing heat damage, like specifically addressing heat damage. So I'm not gonna go deep into it, but if you're watching this on the replay, I'm gonna leave this video up, even though I look dusty. I'm gonna leave this video up, so ask your questions below what you want to know about heat damage, because I'm gonna do a video on heat damage because I'm like irritated with people and heat damage. So anyway. Okay. And then I love Joyco shampoo. Like, as y'all can see in my videos, you'll see my products like lifted up high or whatever. But then on the bottom, for the different levels of porosity, I love Joyco's line of shampoo and conditioners, because each one of their shampoos kind of does something different, and they work really good for controlling different levels of porosity. So I have a video coming on that too, you guys. Just be patient with me. It's the holiday season and most people aren't even posting on YouTube right now, yet alone recording certain videos. But as a hairstylist, this is one of the busiest times of the year for me. So I am still working and I do still have clients booked, but I'm recording all of those things. So I'm going live in the morning today, and I'm gonna do this a couple more times just so that way we can start talking before I start recording, so you guys can let me know what you want to see. Oh, thank you. I'm your inspiration to become a cosmetologist, and you should do it. I promise. Like, I have so much content coming for you guys, and I have a really big announcement to make. It's nothing negative. It's actually something so amazing and something so freeing, but I want to do it in the right way. So I'm not going to make the announcement till probably next week maybe. So please make sure you have your post notifications on, or you click that bell so you can get a notification, because this is going to be it's a big announcement, you guys. I'm not leaving YouTube, nothing like that. Okay, you want to know what's a good foam wrapping lotion for 4C hair? It depends on what are you trying to foam wrap for? What is your point? Are you trying to, are you trying to wear your hair flat and sleek like mine, or are you trying to do a flexi rod set? And so, like I said, this one is the Color Endure shampoo. I really, really like this one, especially working with vibrant colors like what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to show y'all that in a minute. But this is really, really good for high porosity hair or after you've treated your hair with color double process. Now, the reason that this is such a good conditioner for high porosity hair or hair that was just treated with hair color is for this reason. Color Endure. So like I taught you guys on the last video that I did on the real color chart, after we get done with this and I save it or whatever, I'll go in the description box and put a link to that video in there, but it's literally linked in every video that I have. One thing that is really, really, really important for you to understand when it comes to heat damage and chemical damage with hair color is the way that your hair works in your actual cuticle. So the hair cuticle, like if this is your hair strand, right? Like all of your cuticles are going this way. Okay, your cuticle is going this way, right? It's going down. But the normal healthy cuticle stays closed and opens when needed, right? But a damaged cuticle, like one that has heat damage or one that has been chemically damaged or one that just doesn't really take care of their hair as much as they should, because chemicals and heat, it's not the only way that you can damage your hair. You can damage your hair with too intense of a manipulation when doing twist outs, believe it or not. Most of the people that you guys see here on my channel haven't had heat on their hair in years and they still have to get like inches cut. So heat and chemicals are not the only thing that can damage your hair. Anyway, whenever you have your cuticle going flat, like I said, a healthy cuticle, it stays closed and then it opens whenever it needs to and closes whenever it needs to. But somebody who has very high porosity hair, the cuticle almost never closes ever, right? And you have to like kind of train it and nurse it back to health. These types of shampoos are excellent for that. So this one is the one for color, obviously, but while we're on low porosity hair, let's talk about this. This one is another one from Joico. And this one is their K-Pack brand. I really, 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 really love this one because it's like a reconstructor. So this is really good for somebody who has high porosity hair because your cuticle is like, it's like going whatever way it want to go, you know? So this one is a reconstructor and it basically reconstructs your cuticle and it makes it go in the way that you direct it to go, right? So the problem with heat damage, everybody always want to have stuff to say about heat damage. We start talking about, we got time, girl. We got time. My client ain't gonna be here for a minute. So the thing that annoys me about people in heat damage, people refuse to educate themselves. And what happens is you guys get here on YouTube and you come into YouTube University being taught by somebody who's never been to school professionally. Most people on YouTube, which I'm not knocking it, but most people on YouTube just got a YouTube channel because they love their hair and they love curls, and they want to map out their journey. And in the process of mapping out their journey, somebody saw it and liked it and then started sharing the video, went viral, and then bam, there you go on the video. That does not mean that they understand the science behind hair. And this is a thing. It's a girl on Instagram, and it's something that's always prevalent on Instagram. That's why even though I'm like, hey girl, follow me on Instagram, I want to bring the positivity here on YouTube to Instagram, but it's so negative on Instagram most of the time that I'm never really like on there because people are so combative with hairstylists because they don't respect the science of hair. However, if something happens and you hit your head right now, you're going to go to the doctors because that's the place that you go. The hospital is the place that you go when there is something physically wrong with your body and you need somebody with an education to help you fix whatever's physically wrong with your body. Well, with hair, a cosmetologist, a hairstylist, somebody who's licensed in hair and has been to school for about 2 years, being tested on the subject and is licensed by the state that you are in, has been educated to fix any problems that you could possibly have with your hair. It's the same thing, but because a lot of hairstylists do not treat their business like a business, and hell, most hairstylists don't even know what I'm about to tell you. Most hairstylists believe and tell their clients that 4A, 4B, 4C is actually real, even though it is not, you guys. because of these reasons, you guys just don't know. But my channel is made prevalent here. I'm prevalently here to teach you like about really how hair works. So like I said, let's get right back into heat damage. So somebody who has heat damaged hair has a cuticle that was wide open whenever heat was applied. Now, whenever you are straightening your client's hair, before you even start the blow drying process, you should know the density and the porosity of your client's hair, as well as how the cuticle is raised and whether or not the cuticle is or isn't raised. On that video I told you guys about, I already included a way for you guys, 2 ways for you to test the porosity of your hair. Like I said, go watch that video, you guys. So whenever somebody has heat damage, this is all of this happened. The person who was doing their hair, whether it was them or whether they were doing their own hair or hairstylists or whatever, whenever they got in their hair, the hairstylist or the person did not know the porosity or the density of their hair and did not know if whether or not the cuticle was raised or shut before heat was applied. Because most people don't even know that you should hit the hair with a cold shot when you're washing the conditioner out, and that you should hit the hair with a cold shot with a blow dryer after you get done blow drying to ensure that the cuticle is closed. If the cuticle is closed, unless you use an excessive amount of heat that is like just over the top, you guys, there is no way that you're giving your client heat damage with a closed cuticle. Okay, so that's where heat damage comes from, and that's what irritates the hell out of me whenever I go on YouTube and I see like, oh my God, you're gonna give somebody heat damage. You're gonna give somebody heat damage. Whenever I clap back or whatever y'all like to call it, I'm not like clapping back. I want you guys to be educated, and most people are not educated in that. Most people don't know that. Like I had a client sitting in my chair. I freaking love her to death, but I noticed that she's my regular client, and she came in and I noticed that she had heat damage, and I was like, oh my God, like what? I was thinking to myself, like, what happened? And right before I was gonna say something, she asked me, it's so funny, I actually have it recorded. I'm gonna contact her and ask her if she minds if I add it to her video. But just, it was so funny because she was like, Sian, what temperature do you have the flat irons on? And I was like, for you, no higher than like 320. She was like, oh, okay, I'll turn it down. And so we started dying laughing because come to find out, she been at home straightening her hair, you know, on 400, on like the highest temperature or whatever. So you guys, that is like the main thing around heat damage, and that's why I get so freaking irritated when I see people saying, oh my God, that's gonna give somebody heat damage. Like I even heard Janae Mickles on one of her videos that I saw, she mentioned in the video, like, this is how I blow dry my client's hair, and I don't give heat damage ever. I don't give heat damage ever, because heat damage is not like going to happen. It's not like a necessity for whatever reason. Because of the natural movement, everybody believes that Black women's hair is like this fragile piece of like sand that's gonna crumble if you touch it. Like, get a grip. Like, it's like we get stronger in strength as people and not our hair weak as shit. Like, y'all are annoying as hell. Good morning. Okay, so anyway, enough about heat damage. So don't get me wrong, all of the products work good for low porosity hair as well, but right now in this video we're talking about color treated hair and high porosity hair. That's all we're talking about right now. So we're not talking about low porosity hair, medium porosity hair. All we're talking about is chemically treated hair and low porosity hair. So that could mean basically damaged hair in any way, shape, or form, and then how to repair your hair to keep it from damage whenever using one color. So let's get into this color real quick. Okay, and I gotta drink some more juice, girl. Okay, so you already know what Olaplex is. If y'all know what Olaplex is. If you don't know what Olaplex is, type in Olaplex and then find out what Olaplex is. Everybody know what Olaplex is. Okay, so we already talked about this lightener. I freaking love. Thank you. No, seriously, they think our hair crumbles when we touch it. Like, okay, so this, sorry about the noise, it's early and everybody's cleaning up and stuff. Sorry. Okay, So this blind me from Schwarzprof. Schwarzprof. That's what we're gonna call it. So I'm about to put this over here. Okay, so we have that developer that's over there or whatever. So that's what we're going to use for the lightener, like to lighten her hair. Because obviously for where I'm going, which is I'm about to show you in a minute, from where I'm going, I need to lift her pretty high for the colors to be vibrant enough to show up the way I want them to be, girl, y'all. Okay, so I have 2 color models coming up for you guys. So I'm going to give you, let's talk about the first one. One's going to be like, both of them are going to be very vibrant. One of them is going to be vibrant, like a unnatural color. You'll understand what I mean in a second. And then the next one is going to be vibrant, but more like on the like sultry, like sexy, like Jessica Rabbit, like side, girl. Yes, girl. Sorry, you guys. Okay. So the very first one, we are going to lift. I'm probably going to have to lift her to about a level 8 or 9. And if you guys want me to show you like a color swatch book so I could tell you what I mean by levels like 1 and 10, if you want me to explain it in depth really quick, because we have like a little under an hour. So if you guys want me to explain it to you, like exactly what double process hair color is, if you want me to explain it right now, give me a 1. Okay. Yay. Okay, let's do it. Hold on, you guys. Wait, I gotta get the book. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Wait, baby. Hold on, baby. Okay. Okay. And while I'm talking all of this crap, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show y'all because I don't think I have that swatch. Okay. I can somewhat show you. Hold on, baby. Because I'm missing the swatch book, but I can kind of show you. Okay. So even though this is not, let me move this for you. So even though this is not an exact replication, because it should say level 0 and then like 10, but I still want to give you an idea. I'm gonna take this one out. Oh, wait. Sorry, got my ass all in your face. Okay, here we go. So this is kind of the way that the coloring system works. Whenever somebody says double process, this is what they mean. Now, whenever most people come in, they start at like a level 1. So the color scale works like this. It goes from 0, well, 1 to 10, right? So 1 being black and 10 being like platinum blonde. So most people come in, like my client that's coming in today, she does have a little bit of previous hair color on her hair from something that we did before. So she's probably going to be like around a level 6, right? Most people come in at around like between like a level 5 and 4. You don't really get too many people like jet black. Most of the time, if somebody is jet black naturally, they have artificial pigment on their hair. And then in this case, that's where it will go into color correction, because you then have to extract the artificial pigment that you put in hair. Now, whenever you're using lightener, you are literally opening the cuticle of the hair and extracting the natural pigment that's inside of the hair. And the reason that you have to extract the natural pigment that's inside of the hair is because if you want your hair, hold on, y'all. Okay, if you want your hair, no, that's not a good one. Sorry, girl. Wait, girl. I'm trying to give you a really good illustration. Okay, so understand that if your natural hair is between here and here, right? So that's between 1, 2, 3, and 4. So between a level 1 and a level 4, and you want to go here. Understand that these color swatches that you're looking at, this color swatch right here, was this color first. They didn't take a color swatch that was this color. They didn't take the pigment, the color that's in the color that's in this tube. They didn't take the color that's in this tube and put it on this. Or, I'm sorry, they didn't take the color that's in that tube and put it on that. They took the color that's in this tube and the color that's on here to get this, they put it on this. Okay, so understand that for a color to be vibrant, your hairstylist has to open the cuticle of your hair safely, and that is where Olaplex comes in. So your stylist has to open the cuticle of your hair safely and extract artificial pigment out safely, and then once she has it extracted. So, for example, so for going to this red color, and this is 6RR. I'm dropping things. That's 6RR. So to get to a 6RR, if you come in and your hair is like a level 3, which I actually just did this. So if your hair is a level 3 and you want to go to 6RR, I need to lift you for it to be vibrant to about a 9. So you need to go from here to here for it to show up. And then, even though it is still going to be vibrant, it still won't be as vibrant as this because this was colored on this. Do you understand? So whenever you guys see a stylist do hair color, everybody's like, oh my God, hairstylists charge so much to do hair color. Everybody can do it themselves. No, it's not. I literally have to safely open the cuticle of your hair, extract the natural pigment, and then close the cuticle back safely, and then go ahead and impart artificial pigment into your hair while maintaining the integrity of your hair. It is not as easy as it looks, and that is why certain hairstylists charge so much for color. And for whatever reason, in the African American community, we believe that hair color should be cheap. Like, people will come in and be like, oh, Stan, how much do you charge for this? Like, and they'll bring me like a picture of Guy Tang's work, and then I'll tell them the price, and they're like, what? I thought you was gonna say like 85, no more than 100. Like, you guys, there is a real life science to hair, and I understand that most hairstylists don't show you guys that they have an education in hair, because a lot of hairstylists don't. I'm just being, it's just the reality of this situation. But I mean, there's a science to this. So let's get into what we're doing to my clients here today. Okay. I told you I was gonna be eating this whole time. Makes a lot of sense now. Are you doing a coloring session? Yes, I am, babe. How do you decide prices? Box color isn't the problem. Yes, it is, baby. I'm so glad you brought that up. Oh my God, so we got to talk about box color like 5 seconds, and then we have to move on, because then I got to prep my room to get ready for this. Okay. Box color is bad, you guys, and this is why. And I'm pretty sure nobody has ever broken it down to you guys. And I'm not saying that. I'm sorry, my lips are chapped. I'm pretty sure nobody's never broken it down to you guys. And I'm not saying like, oh, nobody never broke it down to y'all because y'all stupid or somebody slow or something like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm about to tell y'all is something that I learned about box hair color after I already had my cosmetology license for like 5 years. So, okay, this is not regular box color that you find in like Sally's or whatever, right? The hair color here is put in words and verbiage that you would not understand if you have not been to cosmetology school. Like, you would be like, what? Like, what does that mean? Literally, what does that mean? However, box hair color is made for a consumer, not a professional. It is a difference. This hair color is made for a professional so we can follow certain steps that we followed when we were in school. Box hair color is made for the consumer, a person who has not went to cosmetology school. So everything that I taught y'all about level 0, level, from level 1 to level 10 and the color wheel and lifting and all of that shit, box color don't think about nothing like that. The level of peroxide, like for example, this is 20 volume, right? We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 developer and higher than that, right? So for a professional hair color, like, even though this is this color, depending on what developer I mix it with, it has a different potency. I can control it. However, with a box hair color, they understand that a bunch of different races are going to buy it. Okay, there's going to be a bunch of different races, from Black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Filipino, all of these different types of people are going to buy box hair color. So the level of developer that they have is a set level for everybody's hair. It doesn't matter whose hair it is. It's a set developer for everybody's hair. So if you are a person with high porosity hair, low porosity hair, medium porosity hair, all of that stuff, you can't control it. You don't know what it is. And most of it is as high as it can possibly go. Think about it. You can use some box hair color, and like the ginger one, girl, I used that one before I was killed, girl. I was killed. But the ginger one, you could put it on your hair being a level 0 and then use it. And the girl that's on the box that you looking at her hair color, it's no telling what her natural hair color was, what her density, what her porosity was like. That's why box hair color is bad, because it's using a extremely high level of developer. So that way, no matter who uses it, it's gonna work. And then on top of that, their base is a metallic base. It's a metallic base. It has metallic dyes in it that penetrate the hair shaft and the hair cuticle. And it, like, literally with metallic dyes, I don't give a shit like how long you work at that hair, you cannot get that cuticle to close, and you cannot extract metallic dyes all the way. It's almost like when somebody uses box hair color on their hair, there's no way to lift it out to the point that you have to eventually cut it off. So box hair color is not good for you guys. It's not. Like, just is there, oh, sorry, oh, you are my homie on my head. You deserve all the blessings. Thank you so much. I have noticed that with box color, my natural black color, the developer says 20 volume, red flag, shouldn't have 10 volume for deposit. Yes, there is a way to go natural without a big chop. Yes, you guys, like, and then the love, I'm sorry. And then you guys, another thing, I'm gonna have this stuck in your head. Stop saying you want to dye your hair. You don't dye your hair, you dye your clothes. You color your hair, you don't dye your hair. You dye your clothes. You're gonna dye your blankets at home. You're not gonna dye your hair. You guys, stop saying you want to dye your hair. You guys. Okay, and then, because I'm telling you, like, one of my main objectives with this YouTube channel is like killing myths, because for whatever reason, people just live like in this fantasy world about like hairstylists and hair color, and everybody thinks that all hairstylists are just bitchy and evil. And I will say this. I feel like a lot of the blame for the way the hairstylists are viewed and portrayed is hairstylists. Like, I'm sorry, and y'all, if you just not coming on my channel, I know I be nice and stuff, but I cuss and I love Jesus and trap music, so shit. y'all hairstylists out here be ratchet as hell. And because hairstylists out here are so ratchet, whenever a hairstylist like me comes around, it's like it makes it so much harder for me to get people in control because I'm literally having to pull people back down to the reality on how things really go. Because most hairstylists, if your appointment is at 8 o'clock, they're not going to be there till like 8:45 and 9 o'clock. They may need a ride. You probably have to go pick up your hairstylist. I've had countless clients tell me that their hairstylist told them, like, oh, can you bring a brush? Can you bring a blow dryer? Can you bring a flat iron? It's the hairstylist out here. She do $100 weave specials. And she tell people that they gotta come wash, blow dried, and braided. Wash, blow dried, and braided. We're gonna move on to the color on that note. That just irritated me. Okay, so we are going to color my client's hair, right? So remember, I told y'all I'm giving y'all 2 different ones. I'm gonna read y'all y'all comments in a minute. So this is gonna be the more natural Jessica Rabbit with a twist, you know what I'm saying? And then this is the one we are doing today. So like I told you, I'm going to lift her hair and I'm going to be using Swartz Prof, however you say that. And then, oh my God, so I don't know what I'm going to title it yet completely, but I'm going to go in with her roots. We're going to do like some sexy, sultry, like black mermaid hair, girl, yes. So for her roots, I am going to use this mermaid blue, no, the sapphire blue, and then I'm going to mix it with black, because it's going to give me like a deeper, like richer blue color, and it's going to be for her roots, but not like long, extensive roots. I mean like the root. You know what I'm saying? Like the root. And I like to do that whenever doing like wow colors, because as it grows out, you don't want it to look retarded. So that's why I'm doing this. And then that's what's going to be on the roots. And then throughout, I'm going to do some creative color work. She's going to have one piece in her fringes, like face framing, and this one is a fiery coral. So and then she's gonna have like some peekaboo pieces. I have peacock green, and then some more of that of the blah blah blah. The sapphire blue is going to be in there, and then some peekaboo pieces of mermaid blue. I know it sounds like a lot, but y'all are just not even ready for how bomb this is about to be. And then my other client, oh, I cannot freaking wait to do her hair. She is so freaking beautiful, and she's a model, and she has vitiligo, and I think she is like so freaking beautiful and inspirational. Like, when I tell y'all this girl's bad, girl, like a bad. So we're going to be doing, I don't even want to say red, like a coppery, like smoky, like, I don't know why I just growled, but like I'm so excited. So hers will not be until tomorrow. And then this sapphire, like blue one will be today. I may go live on for a little bit on the one that's going to be blue. I'm going from today, but do not quote me on that. It just depends on whether or not we'll have the capacity to go live. But yeah, you guys, I'm about to start putting this together. Thank you for the t-shirt. It's by Lecrae. And I'm based in Vegas. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, baby. I don't know why I just did that accent. Ain't nobody country out here. Okay, so because y'all know I just moved into this room, so I'm still getting used to where I have like the way I have everything set up and stuff. So I hope you guys noticed that. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Lord, Help us, Jesus, Lord. Jesus, wait. Lord, Jesus. That's what we talk about. Like, y'all be like, see, include the blowout. Do you see what just happened when I just tried to move the damn camera? I'm just reading the comments. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Is there better parts of town? Do you agree? How long do you wait between coloring and relaxing? Okay, hold on 1 second. So I want to address that comment that you just made. One of the main reasons that I am taking more models for color and stuff like that, I'm gonna get some grief for this video, and what I'm about to say, I don't even know if I'm gonna leave this video up after I say this, but right across the hall from me are these two hairstylists, and when I tell you they are dope as hell, they're dope as hell, and they're white women. Actually, I'm lying. I think it's 3 of them in there, and they all have assistants. When I tell you these women come up in there every day, like, with heels on, I'm not doing that. No. But they do color, and when I tell y'all everything that I just told y'all about double process, triple process, do y'all think that they have to tell their clients that? Hell no. Their clients see their work, they respect them, they want them to do their hair, and then they color her. When I tell y'all they got like a full freaking color bar in their room, like, most Black women don't know how to color hair. That's why, like, when I see other Black women here on YouTube that have channels where they focus on coloring Black hair, I'm like, girl, yes. Like, I just want them to all break through like every barrier everywhere, because for whatever reason, well, I know what the reason is. We can, as Black women, we cannot break. It's really hard for us to break into the color area because y'all think all y'all fucking hair gonna fall out from flat ironing it. Y'all think that if y'all use a blow dryer on y'all hair, it's all gonna fall out and crumble on the floor. So it's hard for Black women to break into that portion of the industry, and that's why the industry remains segregated. Because for whatever reason, Black women think that y'all hair is like Fruity Pebbles, and like if you crunch one between your fingers and your thumb and your index, it's all gonna crumble in your hand. Like, that's not true. They know the chemical bases, and they know the cuticle of their hair, their porosity, their density. They know how to figure all of that out. That's why they can bleach their hair white and it doesn't fall out, because they take the time to learn the science of their hair. As Black women, we don't do that. We do not take the time to learn the science of our hair. You know what we do? We come on people's Instagrams and people's YouTube channels and be like, oh my God, that's wrong. Oh my God, you don't know what you're doing. Oh, that's going to give her heat damage. Oh, she a horrible hairstylist. Like, that's what we do. We don't educate ourselves. They educate the shit out of themselves. That is the difference, period. So if you go into cosmetology school, please go to a cosmetology school that's going to make you well versed in African American hair and other races. Period. And anytime you start talking about stuff like that, and anything from like a racial standpoint, everybody always want to get like super hypersensitive, but it is what it is. It's the truth. That's what it is. Like, when I tell y'all, I be sitting in here and I can hear them. I'm sure they can hear me talking right now. Like, I can hear them. Like, they'll get done with color that's not even half as extensive as what I'm about to do on my model. Not even half as extensive, and they be like 1,100, and their clients be like, okay, girl, thank you so much, I love you, oh my God, and give her a hug. They bring her presents on Christmas. So let's not do that. Everybody always going to be like, oh, white girls this, or oh, white people are selling this from us. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not one of those Black girls that believe that white hairstylists are taking stuff, or that Black hairstylists not treated well. No, Black hairstylists are not treated well because the Black hairstylists do not treat their clients well, and Black hairstylists are not professional. Black hairstylists do not educate themselves on the science of hair. African American hairstylists are trying to take weave and frontal classes and wig making classes. That's what African American hairstylists are investing their time and their money in. African American hairstylists are, and not all of them, because I'm not one of those people, but most African American hairstylists are not investing their money on learning the chemical structure of your hair. Most Black and African American hairstylists are learning and spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on taking frontal classes. And there are other hairstylists that do frontals that are making hundreds and thousands of dollars to, teach people who only care about weaves, about their natural hair. So yeah, I don't think people understand that. And even like international trade, our stupid president and all of it, I don't think people understand that like international trade means products and stuff from other countries. I think bundle, okay, I'm not even gonna go there. You guys. So I'm not getting on you, babe, but your comments like yours make it like really, really hard. It's like one of the hardest parts about being an influencer, because people hear what they want to hear. People listen to what they want to listen to. And for whatever reason, like everything that I just said, the only thing that you had to say in response to everything that I just said was, oh, don't put everybody in one box. But I said multiple times that I'm not talking about everyone. Obviously, I'm not talking about all hairstylists, because I'm a hairstylist and I don't do that. So obviously, I'm not grouping everyone in one box, because I would then be saying that I'm in that box. Oh, Jesus, Lord, Jesus, Lord. And then, okay, last thing, this is the last person that's saying something to me that I'm going to address. And then after this, I'm not addressing anybody else. For whatever reason, social media has turned everyone into like thugs, right? And by thugs, I mean this. Like, people think that they can say whatever they want to say to somebody, and then whenever the person reacts, it's like, don't be so sensitive. Listen, y'all don't know me because y'all just watching me here. Y'all don't know me because y'all just watching me here. But like I try to keep telling y'all all the time, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. So like, my family, when I was younger, like if you was to walk past, you would think that we were fighting, but we were laughing. So it's like, so I'm like a very animated person. I'm not bashful at all from any sense of the imagination. And hopefully me saying this will explain the type of person I am. So hopefully, and I am going to leave this video up so people can watch this and stop saying stuff like that. Like, don't be so sensitive. There is nothing that anybody could ever say to bother me. Nothing. When I was 23 years old, my mother called me at about 7 o'clock at night and told me that my father had dropped dead in the bathroom. So if I can make it out of that, nothing that anybody says on social media can bother me. I'm never mad when anybody says anything, but to every action, it's a reaction. So if you say something, if you leave a comment, make sure you have a hard hat on, because I'm going to respond to you. I'm from a place that I don't allow people to talk to me any type of way. So if I have the time and I'm bored and I don't have nothing else to do, and you leave a comment, I'm going to respond. I'm never mad. I don't care. There's nothing anyone could ever do to hurt me. Nothing. Unless anything was to happen to one of my children, which will never happen. Unless something was to happen to one of my kids, there's nothing. I don't give a shit about what none of y'all have to say here. Just understand that I am a very animated person. Like, when I talk with my hands, like I be like this and stuff. I'm never like mad. Like, stop being so sensitive. Nobody's being sensitive. Y'all are the sensitive ones. Y'all are the sensitive ones because y'all make comments, and then when somebody don't, oh my God, you're so right. Oh my God, you're so right. Then they being sensitive. Nobody's being sensitive. You guys love to say stuff like, oh, giving constructive criticism. I'm gonna close with this part, and we're gonna get back to the color. Y'all don't know what the word constructive criticism means. For you to give constructive criticism, you have to have constructed something successfully in the subject that you are trying to criticize. Okay? For example, I don't know nothing about cars. So I can't go to no mechanic and criticize his job. I can't go to no mechanic and be like, okay, I think you should have did that. I think you should have did that, because I don't know nothing about cars. So if you come on my YouTube channel and you tell me how I should do my videos or how I should be talking in my videos, and you have 2 subscribers, that's not constructive criticism. You haven't constructed anything to criticize what I'm doing. You haven't constructed anything that's on the same level or on a level further than what I've constructed. So that's not constructive criticism. Why would I want to listen to someone who hasn't done what I've done or who hasn't been to where I'm at or further? Why would I want to listen to you? Like, that's what constructive criticism means. So that's why whenever y'all say something and then I say something back and you're like, oh my God, why are you mad? I'm not being mad. That's not constructive criticism. If you want, now, if somebody, let me see, somebody who got more subscribers than me, or somebody who on a level that I'm on, or I don't know, like if you a marketing manager, because everybody is, I have a couple clients that are marketing managers that, don't have a whole bunch of followers or on Instagram or subscribers on YouTube. That means nothing. But if you haven't constructed anything, you can't criticize. That's what constructive criticism is. So I'm just one of those people that I'm so into saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And you can't mean what you say if you don't have education behind what's coming out of your mouth. Okay. Anyway. So no, I wasn't talking about you saying I was overly sensitive. You comment on my stuff all the time. It was a new person, cuss words came with it, and then I deleted the post. So I wasn't talking about you. Anyway, so that's the only thing that's what makes it hard to be an influencer. Anyway. So how long should you wait for relaxing? Honestly, to be real, and some people may feel differently about it, but I feel like you should pick one. Like, you need to either do relaxers or color. I just really don't feel like you should do double process hair color and relaxer. Now, if you want to do like I don't know, like a rinse, or for example, like if you do a relaxer and then you do one of these from Joico, like this is like the equivalent to like a rinse. You don't even mix this with developer. So like after I lift her hair, I'm just putting this straight on her hair. I'm not mixing this with developer at all. So if you were somebody who has relaxer, like for me, I could put liner on my hair if I mix the formula right with Olaplex. I could get it done, but I'm just not going to do that just because I don't want to. I don't really want to go through all of that. But if I wanted to, I'm taking my hair up slowly because I am going to do like a deep purple. But what I'm doing, I'm just using high lift color like every 6 weeks. I do a high lift color on my hair, and probably like in a couple of weeks, it'll be time where I'll be able to go ahead and put this on there, and then you'll see it like in the sun. But I just really don't. Like I said, some people may disagree, and that's fine. But just for me, I don't really like to put color on relaxed hair. And like I said, that's just me, you guys. I'm not saying that if y'all see somebody online, don't be like, oh, CN said you ain't supposed to do that. Don't do that. That's not what I'm saying, you guys. Would I ever grow my hair? So I mean, I have grown my hair out before. Like, it was so funny because my husband asked me the same thing. He was like, babe, you grow other people's hair out all the time. Because normally I always wear my hair like this. And so he was going to shave his beard off. He blackmailed me. So I decided I was going to grow my hair out or whatever. And so I grew it out and it was like right here. And he was just kind of like, okay, like, never mind, you can do what you want, because it had got so long and I do other people's hair all day. The last thing I want to do is mine. So it was like in a top knot bun all the time or in a weave. So I just decided to cut my hair so my hair could be done. But that's like not a good question for you to ask me right now because my hair isn't done right now. So can we talk about something else now? Oh, and then you start the rest of my vivids. This is peach. I think I made, should I do peach, y'all? Or should I do that sapphire coral? Lord Jesus. I don't know, Jesus. Lord Jesus, Lord. Sapphire coral or peach, you guys? I don't know. Pick one, please. Please. Pick one, please. Please, I'm thinking this one. Because the green is already, but I just want to be a pop. So it could be like a light pop of color with this peach, or it could be like a bam with this fiery coral. Please, I need your help, honey. Coral. How many peaches? Don't assume somebody's giving hate when they're giving their thoughts. I don't assume anything, girl. Ain't nobody even talking about that no more. Could you talk about something else, girl? Ain't nobody talking about that no more. Don't nobody even care, girl. Like, God not done with me yet. He working on me. I'm trying to kill the D in me every day, but it ain't dead yet. Okay? But I'm fine. Ooh, and here's yellow. I won't be using yellow today, for sure. But just know it's in here if we need it. Okay. That is done for. And then this is a base breaker from Joico. This is literally like, I don't know, like a color extractor, is for lack of a better way to describe it. And then I have a couple like tubes in here that are like basically doing for girl. And this is from my client this morning. This is like a one. Alrighty. Okay. Coral. Okay, so everybody's coral. So give me a 1 if you're a coral. Because remember, peach and coral. Because I'm thinking this one. Because it's just going to be like, this one is going to be for like a fringe area. Like I was going to do like a couple of pop pieces around the front. Girl, yes, girl. Peach, y'all confusing me. I'm in Vegas, babe. You guys are confusing me. I don't know now. Because my client is like, whatever, girl, whatever you want to do, Sam, whatever. So y'all like are not helping at all. Like, not even a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in Vegas. I thought I said that. I'm sorry. No, okay. So the reason why I just didn't want to do both because I felt like both would just be too much. I feel like both would just be way too much because I'm already doing like a deep blue at the root, and then little peacock green and mermaid blue. Yeah. And then sapphire blue is going in there. So that's why I just want to do a pop of that color. And I also have pink, orange, but I'm not doing that. And yellow, but I'm not doing yellow or I don't know, you guys. That's what I said. That's what I said. I just felt like this one would be too much since I'm already doing the blues. I think that would be like a nice little, like a little calm, like, like a little, I don't know what that hand thing is, but No, it's not my skin tone. Oh, I should probably tell y'all that, huh? Her skin tone is like, like I don't want to say like really, really chocolate, because she's not really like chocolate. She got more melanin than me for sure. I'm hating. But that's another thing too, because it's gonna be like really, really sultry. Like I'm so freaking excited for it. But I just gotta make sure that I do like the right tone. But I guess maybe what I'll do whenever I'm doing her hair, I forgot to check. Whenever I'm doing her hair, I'm gonna come back on live and like I'm gonna ask y'all again. Once y'all see her, then y'all tell me coral or peach. So give me a 2 if you're gonna tune in. But mind you, she's gonna be my last client of the day, so that may be around like 5. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I'm going to get cleaned up because y'all got me behind on this Sunday morning, even though it ain't Sunday. But just make sure y'all, everybody tunes back in for later on. Like I said, it's gonna be later on, like around like 5-ish, like 5:30-ish, because I'm not gonna record everything on live. I'm gonna record the entire process, but I'm not gonna record everything on live. But make sure that you come back later on today, because when you come back later on today for the live, then I'm gonna have y'all pick between the peach and the fire coral, just depending on like what you see in her texture. So give me a 1 if you're coming back later. Oh. Belly all pushed back behind and stuff. Do I see my business growing? Oh, yeah, my books are closed, you guys. And for somebody's books to be closed, this will give you an idea. This room is $375 a week. And to be smart, you need to make your booth rent within the first hour and a half of you being at work. And I do that. So for me to be able to close my books, I have to be making quite a bit of money for me to afford to still be able to afford the type of lifestyle that I have. Like my house and my car and all of those things. Like I've been doing this for 11 years, you guys. 11 years. I didn't just start yesterday. So we're gonna do a detailed video on that, y'all. Because if I was to, I don't even know where to start. Because if I told y'all how much money I made on YouTube, y'all wouldn't even believe me. So I'm gonna wait to talk about that until I can state more facts. I mean, not state more facts, like until I'm set up to give you like some receipts. Some receipts. So, all right, you guys, I love you, but I have to go. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you come back around like 5:30-ish so you can peep You know what I'm saying? All of this. I love you guys so much.